Hi everyone, my name is David Feng. I am a performing magician. Thank you all for inviting me over as the closing speaker for TEDx. I am only 26, so I hope you guys have a low expectation for the show. Initially, I was going to talk about the experience and life lessons I learned by performing magic with celebrities, singers, hospital patients, jail inmates, homeless people, and more. Here's a quick video of the people that I've met.
What the fuck? Oh, that's crazy. It's like if you trying to rotate, like go away, go away, go away. It's crazy.
What the fuck? That's awesome.
I totally missed it.
Bravo! That's dope. That was, thank you so much. My brain hurts. Well, I don't know why I'm thanking you. You kind of just blew my mind.
So magic gives me this unique opportunity to interact with all walks of life, and I've just launched my YouTube channel to share these magic performances and conversation with you guys. You can track them out at Mr. D Feng at YouTube and Instagram. I love performing magic, I love filming magic, but most importantly, I love capturing people's reaction to magic. To me, that's the most priceless thing. So that was supposed to be my TED Talk. But unfortunately, on November 2017, my mother was diagnosed with late-stage lung cancer. This news has been by far the most devastating thing that has ever happened to my life. And because of that, I want to dedicate this talk to her. My mother is the most important person in my life, and I think that's the same case for all of you that are sitting in this room and those of you that will be watching this video. And the thought of having to lose her prematurely is unfathomable in so many ways. It took me a while to accept this reality, and believe me, sometimes it still feels like a bad dream. But I can't do anything about the fact that my mother has late-stage lung cancer. I will be with her every day, I will be seeing the best doctor with her, and I will be with her till the very end. As morbid as it seems, today's talk is not about me or my mother being the subject of pity. In fact, today's talk is about defying the odds and finding hope. And I want to show you the story through my work as a magician. Can I please get a volunteer, please? Yes, would you mind coming up? And what's your name, by the way?
I'm Phil.
Can everyone give Phil a round of applause? It's not easy to be on stage, so definitely well deserved. Phil, we're gonna do a quick card trick. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
I want you to just hold on to your cards. We don't really need the cards, but you know there are 52 cards in the deck, right? I want you to think of any one card that you like, but don't think of the Ace of Spades. Can you do that for me? Okay. You can think of as high as the King or Queen of Hearts or as low as the 2 or 3 of Diamonds. I want you to picture your card in front of you just like that. Visualize it and count the spots just like that. Let me know when you have it in your mind.
I'm all ready.
For the first time, what card are you thinking of?
For this time?
Yeah, what card are you thinking of?
The 6 of clubs.
6 of clubs. I said I wasn't going to do anything with cards, but you are holding onto the deck. If you don't mind, just take out the card from the deck. There's only one card that is inside the deck. Take it out and show it to the camera. Thank you, Phil. Appreciate it. Can everyone give a round of applause for Phil? I chose to perform this effect because it shows what magic is in a nutshell. Magic is about defying the odds and doing what statistically doesn't make sense. There's no magic if it's easy to do or if the odds are in your favor. What makes magic magical is the fact that no one thinks that it's possible. And when you think about it, who are also magicians, right? Cancer patients. I chose to perform that very specific effect for one reason, because the chance of a 10-year survival rate for my mother or someone with late-stage lung cancer is the same as me being able to guess the card that you're thinking of just now. And unlike myself, my mother and other cancer patients, they didn't have any formal training in magic, hypnosis, sleight of hands, suggestions. So the things that they are doing on a daily basis are nothing short of amazing. And believe me, you will learn much more talking with cancer patients than I can ever show you. And I'm not being humble, it's true. When I first started learning magic, a magician told me a story about training elephants in a circus. Elephants are very large and powerful animals, and yet they are being kept stationary inside a circus with only a thin rope. The trick to that is that the trainer would condition these elephants when they were babies by tying them onto a really heavy metal chain. Whenever the baby elephant would try to escape, the metal chain would scratch their skin and hurt them. And since they were still baby elephants, they didn't have the strength enough to break free. Eventually, like everyone, they learned the painful lesson of not trying again. Gets to a point that even when the trainer has replaced a heavy metal rod with just a thin rope, they wouldn't try anymore to escape because their brain has already associated escape with painful suffering. When you think about it, we're all similar to elephants, right? When we feel like there's a situation that we cannot change, our mind would accept the status quo as it is. It gets to a point that even when we try to change, our brain would elicit those really painful memories that we had in the past and tells us that it's impossible to change. True, in a sense, it's trying to prevent us from getting hurt by the metal chain again. We remain really comfortable at where we are, and never again question about the possibility of breaking free. Most importantly, I think we stop asking ourselves if the metal chain in the past is still a metal chain now. Magic breaks this perception of the status quo. Seeing magic is kind of like seeing another elephant walking out of the circus and breaking the chain. It's shocking, but shocking in a good way because it alters our presuppositions and perception. It rekindles our ability to ask questions, important questions that we have long forgotten. When you see someone does something that's seemingly impossible, it doesn't allow you to do it right away, but it does something equally powerful. It makes you question. You know, if we were to see that elephant in the circus and we're elephants ourselves, we'd probably be asking ourselves, is that elephant extra strong? Is the metal chain tying onto him actually a metal chain? And the most important question, what if we can also break free? And it's not just magic that shatters this elephant mindset that we have created for ourselves. Start looking for things around you that are really magical. Talk with a homeless people and learn how he's able to survive days without shelter or much food. Listen to the story of a cancer patient and be amazed at how she is able to overcome the disease by far outliving the prognosis. As you all know, I perform magic for a lot of people. One time I was performing magic for a group of inmates in a jail, and I vividly remember meeting someone that's really happy and positive despite being locked up. And I had no idea how he was able to remain so positive despite his given situation, and it blew my mind. And I thought about it at home, and I realized sometimes that's what we need in life when we are stuck in a certain mindset. We need other people to tell us and inspire us that no, things are not as rigid as it seems. And it's okay to ask for help sometimes. I remember giving that person my business card. I'm not sure if he's out yet, but he can call me anytime he wants. I'm really happy to be a magician because it's a job that makes people wonder and question. The older we are, ultimately, the longer we are living in this world of reality. Still, I think we should all remember that if there's a sense of reality, there must also be a sense of possibility. My mother has late-stage lung cancer, and that's my reality. I am that elephant being tied onto the metal chain. Yet I will always remember to not let reality get the best of me, and always try to keep my mind open to the world of possibility and questions. And I hope you will all do the same wherever you are dealing with your struggles in life. Thank you all.